They're just incredibly unsettling, and I really don't like it. Oh, okay, I thought the chairs were gone for a second, and I got really excited that he was putting stuff back. Alright, Akkard. I'm so glad you've stayed here and done nothing so far. You're just literally hanging out. I found the painting.
You did? That's superb. Let's hang it up in the reception hall.
Do I actually get to talk to the ghost at all, or is he just gonna vanish and that'll be it? What if I didn't hang it in the right place and his ghost just pops out and just yells, "No!" Until he just yells at me every time that I put it up in the wrong place. Yep, nope, that's a mannequin. That's fine. I'm just gonna put it right here. Boom. I see you over there. Brother Akkard? Oh, I guess he just didn't follow me. Like, oh, there you are.
Now I think it's best we get some rest. By morning, I suspect that all this unpleasantness... Great. Now I think it's best we get some rest. By morning, I suspect that all this unpleasantness will be over.
I sure hope so.
But just to be sure, we should sleep it out here just to make sure that there's nothing else the spirit is looking for.
Okay, okay. Knowing our luck, it's not gonna be that simple. It's never that simple. You lay down to rest and sleep for 2 hours. Oh no! That's blood! Is Brother Akkard dead? Oh no, search the museum for clues about what happened. Oh, that's a lot of blood. Oh no, that's Brother Akkard. Oh, Brother Akkard's dead. Black Horse Courier. Black Horse Courier, Evening Star Edition. Word from High Rock has come that Lady Aurelia MacNarion was found dead on the 4th of Evening Star following a tragic fire that broke out in the east wing of the MacNarion estate. The magistrate of Wayrest has investigated, but the cause of the fire has not been released to the public, though they say foul play has not been ruled out. Lady Aurelia was the wife of wealthy philanthropist Lord Niles MacNarion, who is best known for his work in building and establishing various temples dedicated to the 9 divines all across Tamriel. His recent work has taken him to Skyrim, where he has been hard at work overseeing the construction of a new temple to Talos based in Solitude. The news of his wife's demise came as quite the shock to him, and an ill-fated night of drunken mourning, he either stumbled or threw himself off the cliffs of the building site into the sea far below the Arch of Solitude. His body was unfortunately never found. I have to find his body. That's what it's going to be. The project, however, saw itself through to its completion a few weeks later, and the new temple was dedicated and named MacNarion Hall in their memory. Well, everything's put back now. Oh, that's a body. I can't search them, though. Were all these items here before? No, I think this is how the hall looked when he was alive, if I had to guess. Because these aren't items that I put up here, except for that. That was already here when I got here. What did you just say? What did you say to me? Old journal. 9th of Evening Star. I received news today of my dear Aurelia's death. How can the divines treat me so? Have I not toiled tirelessly to use my fortune and my skills to glorify their names? Am I deserving of such blatant disregard and malice? I just cannot bear this pain. Even as I write these words, I know that my heart died with you, my dear wife. I will press onward, though, somehow, and finish this building and dedicate it to you, as it is my most beautiful work, befitting of you, and will be my last. I just had the commission drawn up yesterday for a marble statue to be built in your likeness, and came to agreement with the sculptor, paying the deposit to start the work, and had not the chance to deliver the official agreement and balance owed, but it seems now that it will be a memorial to you rather than a tribute. Oh, how I wanted you to see this place, and to see your statue adorn the entrance. I need to go find her statue. All I can hope now is that you will gaze down upon me from the seat of the divines and smile. I suppose a drink is in order to drown my sorrow, and perhaps the cold air and a walk out back will aid to clear my thoughts. Then I will deliver this commission agreement and payment first thing in the morning. Okay, I gotta go find the commission agreement. That's rather straightforward. Oh, wait a second. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't do anything. Wait. It was a vision.
Oh, good, you're awake. Are you alright, my friend? When I woke up, you were gone from the barracks room and lying unconscious out here on the floor.
Oh, Brother Card's not dead. I had a terrible nightmare. You were dead.
Well, I should say so, and it's had a good solid hold on you to be sure. I suspect it was no mere nightmare, but MacNarian himself.
Well, he's very deranged and disturbed.
The feelings and thoughts of the dead often come to the living as very disturbed. We believe it's only because they lack the means to fully make their wills known. Did you discover anything?
Oddly enough, the things I found are very much real.
Ugh, this is terrible. I had heard that Lord MacNarian had met a rather unfortunate end after his wife passed away, but I did not know the circumstances until now. And by the looks of this journal, he was in great grief right before his death, and must have plummeted to his death from the hot springs out back. If you're up to it, I'd suggest looking around for any clues. I seriously doubt that there'll be any out there, as this all happened decades ago, but you never know. And our work is obviously not finished with the placing of the painting.
I like how the music just goes back to normal, even though... Yep, no, I see you there. Oh, I see you. Alright, so... I just gotta go and find the commission. But the Black Horse Courier definitely made it sound like it was, you know, ruled as a suicide, whereas it sounds much more like he just, you know, got drunk and fell, which I would rather not do myself. He said just to search for the hot springs, so I guess let me just take a look around here and see if I can find anything at all. Oh, I think I see something here. Commission contract. I'm amazed that it's still intact. Commission contract. Burgess Ulfsted of Haffinger agrees to sculpt one life-size statue in the likeness of Lady Aurelia MacNarian using a provided oil painting as reference and hewn from natural marble provided by the patron Niles MacNarian for the sum of 8,000 septims. The amount of 4,000 septims has been paid in advance, with the rest payable prior to delivery of the work. Alright, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Okay, I just had to look around a little bit. I will say that I really wasn't expecting a horror segment. It's not even that scary, that's the thing, but I wasn't expecting it at all.
Did you find anything?
I did, I found it.
Simply amazing. To think that this small bit of animal parchment has been wedged between two rocks dangling from the cliffs out there all this time.
Incredible, no.
Being ravaged by the winds and the rain and the snow year after year, and it still persisted.
Alright, that's a little bit of fourth
Perhaps
wall
it
right
was
there.
the will of Niles MacNarian that preserved it so he might take action on it.
Okay, that's one way to think about it.
Burgess Ulfsted, is it? I do recall an Ulfsted by the name of Morgaine, who is a stonecutter. He lives down by Catless Farm, if I recall. He may know something about this contract.
Perfect.
I'd take it to him and see what you can find out about what happened to the statue his great-great-grandfather carved.
Alright. Find... Morgaine. Okay, I already forgot the name. Ignore me.
Is that fur coming out of your ears?
No. I can't see my ears. How do you see them? Leave me alone. Don't make fun of my ears. Don't make fun of my fur ears.
Can I help you with something?
Do you know anything about this contract?
Contract? What's this? Oh dear, this is my great-great-grandfather's name. He was a sculptor and a stonecutter by trade.
Just watch, it's in his
Passed
basement.
down through the family to me as well. So after 3 generations, are you finally here to make good on this and collect the statue?
Yeah, it has been here this whole time. Wait, you mean the statue is here?
Well, yes. It's been gathering dust in our cellar for ages. None of us had the heart to sell it since great-great-grandfather apparently didn't feel right about selling it because it was half paid for already.
Well, I have the other 4,000. Could I have it brought to the museum?
Absolutely. I'll get some hands and we'll cart it on up there by tomorrow.
Alright. Check back at the museum tomorrow. Well, it's 5:21 a.m., so I guess I should just wait till, you know, literally tomorrow. Wait 24 hours. Alright, return to museum. That was simple enough. You know what, just for the interest of time, we'll fast travel.
Well, my friend, it seems that did the trick. It hasn't exactly removed the spirit per se, but it certainly has appeased him. I found last night that the spirit of Niles and Aurelia were both wandering the halls of the museum,
Aww.
admiring the displays and taking in the splendor of the building Niles worked so hard on, and they seemed quite content.
Oh.
You may see them from time to time in the late hours of the night, but I wouldn't expect any further problem from him.
Thank you for your... I thought it said thank you for my help for a second. Thank you for your help, Brother Ricard.
Not at all. Only doing the good work of Arcay and ensuring that the departed get the rest they deserve, and those left behind in life can manage to sleep as well. I'll be off now. Take care, my friend.
Completed. Night at the museum. Alright, I should probably talk to Aryan and see what's up. And then after that, I do, of course, have plenty of items that I need to go find. Oh, wait a second. What's this? The Ghost Helm? I'm guessing that, you know, MacNarian left that for us. So I'll have to figure out where that's going to go on display. I mean, I can always auto-sort that. And that'll just take care of everything for me. I think I have a painting to put on display. Let me just check. I do not. Never mind. I lied. I lied. Just ignore me, okay? Just ignore me. I do hope that Aryan has something to say about, you know, everything that happened. It would be weird if he had nothing to say on all of this.
Good day.
Hey, I hear you. There you are, Aryan. Oh no, he doesn't have anything to say about this.
Very simple. You keep doing what you're doing and
Yeah,
stop
no.
from time to time if you find
Alright, he doesn't have anything to say. Let me just put this book back where it came from. There you go. Alright, well, I guess that means I'll just put some stuff up as usual, because I have a couple things in my inventory to fool around with, and then we'll check in on our item count, and then we'll get back to finding all the relics, because I have Sirius's Saber to find. I have to wait for the Western Field Station to be built, and then I have the Hunting Brew Decanter as well, along with the Phantom Cache, and eventually finding Sir Gesto's Patchwork Cloak. But alright, no, that's pretty good, and I like the museum stuff, and I can't wait to see them at night from time to time, because that'll be, I don't know, that'll just be really nice. Oh, wait, here we go. Another book. Iceblade of the Monarch. Alright, so that adds yet another item for us to find. So the good news is that currently we are at 338 items displayed, which means I only need 62 more before I get to the last quest associated with the library itself, or with the Dragonborn gallery itself. Now, of course, there are still the quests associated with the Explorers Guild, which I am still waiting on. But what I'm still not entirely clear on in regards to that... Oh, here's the statue! Oh, here's the statue of his dead wife. Alright, there you go. That's lovely, actually. But what I'm not clear on entirely is just how to unlock or how to progress the Explorers Guild quests. Because, the guy there, I forget his name, as always, because I can't be bothered to remember that. What am I going to do, remember my own employees' names? I don't think so. He has said that he's working on 2 different excavation projects, 2 different dig sites, and it just leads me to wonder what the requirements are to unlock those things. I figured it's either time-based, like, oh, you need to wait X amount of days in-game before this is ready. It might be tied to the different, not locations, but the different rest stations, because we've been building the different rest stations over for the Explorers Guild as well. Or it could be tied to the item count of, you know, how many items you have stored in the museum. How you doing?
Good day.
How goes the dig planning? Okay, so it's white, so that means hopefully it's updated.
Going along quite well. I think we've narrowed our scope to the ruins of Erkend and Windcaller Pass. But I'll let you know when we're ready.
So you're still not ready. Alright. What can you tell me about archaeology?
It's hard, messy work and meticulous, careful work at the same time. You don't dig hard enough, and you'll never get to anything. But dig too hard, and you risk damaging the findings. you'll find excavation sites all across Skyrim. Just look in or near Dwemer and Nordic ruins. Just bring a pickaxe and start carefully digging, and you should be sure to find a few fragments. I've set up a station here in the guild house for assembling fragments. Feel free to use it whenever you like. Bring enough fragments and you should be able to assemble some interesting items. Some are common, others hard to find, and a few are rather rare.
Alright. But I think the second way station, yep, it's still being built. So I will wait until this one's built, because
How is
even
your day
if...
faring?
it's going quite well. Even if the way stations aren't tied to when the excavations are ready, it's still just going to be good to have those done. Just so that I don't need to worry about them anymore. So, let's wait until he's done with the second one. We can build the third one, and then we'll get on with finding all the artifacts that Aryan has pointed me in the direction of. Alright, there we go. Return to Moresi or visit the Western Field Station site. Well, I'll just talk to him. The second field station has been completed.
Excellent job. Thank you, as always, Guildmaster.
I mean, you did it. You did everything. Don't thank me.
Good day.
And... oh, okay, so he doesn't have a conversation yet about the third way station.
Happy digging.
It's very likely that I have to wait a longer amount of time before that's ready to go. How goes the dig planning?
It progresses. Going to take some time to get all the details worked out, but we're coming along well. I'll let you know when we are ready.
Alright, lovely. I've also been told that the
Alright then.
other member of our guild, who I can never seem to find here, is likely in the museum itself in the Hall of Lost Empires. So, anything interesting planned?
Well, I've read many stories about Windcaller Pass, which runs underneath the throat of the world. I should like to see it one day.
I figured she was going to say the exact same thing as usual, but you know, I figured just...
Happy hunting.
I'd ask. Why not? I also saw from comments that there is apparently a, not a cheat room, but essentially a cheat room, a debugging room, where you can go to find all the different items added by the mod. So if it does get to a point where I feel like I absolutely need to use that in order to progress at all, then we will, you know, we'll just do that. We'll just go to the debugging room, grab items that I cannot get anymore because they're associated with the main quest line, so I would have had to get them during a regular playthrough instead of this 100% save file that I have installed and that I'm using for, you know, for this playthrough, for this mod playthrough. Hall of Lost Empires. Here we go. See, I know where I'm going. And then there's always the option that I can just kind of go off-screen, and I would have to search just various places to try and find some of these different items. I also don't remember getting Wraithguard. Like, I know it's right there in front of me, but I do not remember going out and getting Wraithguard, so I don't know where that came from. If I had a set of Dwemer armor, I could just put that up there, put that on him. And that would be... well, that would be an easy way just to up the item count a little bit. But like I said, those are all things, minor things that I can do later on to inflate the item count as well. So I don't see him here. We just have Lorna
I wonder how they built it all.
and Henry.
Sheesh, that looks heavy.
I mean, yeah, it's all pretty heavy. Fortunately, I have a carry count of like 700. So that makes all of it a little bit easier for me. Alright, so, in terms of items, we have Iceblade of the Monarch. His friend Terasa of the Mournhold Museum in Morrowind apparently had a dream about King Olaf One Eye stealing the blade from the museum and awoke to find it gone. If I should happen across his tomb, I would be curious if he indeed had it. Alright, we have another one for Sirius's Saber. I read some of Aryan's journal entries on Sirius of Hammerfell, and he has traced down the sword of Sirius to a ship known as the Brine Hammer, which may have been lost at sea. If I find myself along the coast, I should keep an eye out for it to see if Sirius's Saber is there. And then, of course, we have Finders Keepers search the area around the Thieves Guild headquarters for an artifact known as Honey Brew Decanter. Keep a sharp eye out for the Phantasmal Chest. And once again, I have to eventually find Sanctuary. I did see someone in the comments say that Sanctuary is added by the mod Great Caliph Nocturnal. Unfortunately, I feel like that's not how it would work. I feel like that just would not... that's not how it works. I could be wrong, because I'm sure there's a patch for Great Caliph Nocturnal and Legacy of the Dragonborn, but I'm fairly certain that the Sanctuary added by Legacy of the Dragonborn, you know, is different from the one added by Great Caliph Nocturnal, and therefore, just installing Great Caliph Nocturnal and going to the Sanctuary in the Great Caliph Nocturnal would not yield that item being spawned in and placed there. So since when did dragons attack the enclosed cities? Yeah, no, I see you up there, dragon. I'm confused as to what you're doing here. Alright, yeah, let's take out this dragon. Oh, it wasn't letting me shout. Oh, okay, I lowered my crossbow, and it just immediately shouted for me. I did not do that. Calm down, game. Calm the fuck down. And he's flying off again. And down he goes. I was worried that he wouldn't be able to land anywhere if I used Dragonborn on him, but he landed right in front of the Blue Palace. Fortunately for me. Alright. There he goes.
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
A guard might get nervous. Dragons are flying about and landing in your city. Oh! Oh no. Jorn's dead. Well, rest in peace, Jorn. No one will miss you. Oh, alright, so Sirius the Saber, Finders Keepers. Phantasmal Chest I'll worry about later. So I'll start with Finders Keepers, and then I'll move on to Sirius the Saber, and then finally, Ice Blade of the Monarch. So just for the sake of convenience, I did go and do all of the stuff at the Thieves Guild off-screen. I just grabbed all the unique items that I saw, amongst which, obviously, the Honeybrewed Decanter, as well as the Dwemer Puzzle Cube, the model ship, Queen Bee statue, Grey Cowl Bust, and all the other unique items that you can find for the Thieves Guild during the Thieves Guild questline. And, well, I don't know for sure if I can put all those up on display, but I figured might as well take them because I know that at least a couple of them I can. I know the Honeybrewed Decanter I can, and the Dwemer Puzzle Cube I can. So I figured that's a good start, if nothing else. Like I said, now I'm at the Brine Hammer, just to find Sirius's Saber. The thing is, I don't remember just off the top of my head if the Brine Hammer had a lower deck, if it had, or just how large the Brine Hammer was, or how explorable the Brine Hammer was originally. Because, you know, it's a vanilla location, but it doesn't mean I remember everything about it. I do have to just keep an eye out for books, because, once again, another great way to increase the item count. Just keeping my eye out, because this doesn't mark the saber itself on my compass, so I actually have to look for it on my own and find it on my own. Hey, whoa, calm down there. I'm busy here, alright? Show a little bit of respect, okay? Darkest Darkness, Cake in the Diamond. Not sure if I have that yet, but I'll take it. Beggar Prince, Mythos Sheogorath. Beggar Prince again. I just need to move this mud crab. I can't move him, he's too heavy. Just want to get the books that are below him. Mixed Unit Tactics, sure. We have... Oh, here we go! Cyrus' Saber! Beautiful. Okay, I'm glad that I noticed it right there. I almost didn't. I'll just very quickly look around to see in case there's anything else here that I care about, but probably not. The Ransom of Zarek, sure. And after a few more days in game, I will probably go back to College of Winterhold, buy whatever books he has available there, just to once again increase the item count. Skeleton. Father of Nibbin. Alright, I'll be taking that. I am curious as to where I find certain books, because the mod does add new books. There's, you know, the 36 Lessons of Vec, stuff like that. So I do wonder where you would normally find those. I should also go back into the ship real fast, because there was that locked door. So I should probably see if there's anything back there that I care about. Just in case there is, like, a secondary item that is here that I'm able to find. Like a secondary item for the museum, I mean. Not just this. There's not just one extra item here. Just a random vanilla item. I wouldn't care about that. And this is not the door I was talking about, but I just noticed it as well. Oh, this just led back to the dead mud crab that I already killed. Oh, no. Yeah. Okay, so that is the door I was thinking of. Okay, it cuts across to the other side of the ship. Alright. Never mind, then. So now I gotta head up to Solstheim in order to find the Ice Blade of the Monarch. I'm pretty sure. Let's just make sure. Wait, no. So, apparently I had a dream about King Olaf One Eye stealing the blade from the museum and awoke to find it gone. If I should happen across his tomb, it would be curious if he indeed had it. So I have to go to Olaf One Eye's tomb, which, well, not gonna lie, I don't remember that off the top of my head. So I'm just gonna look at Aryan's notes on the Ice Blade of the Monarch, see what I can find, see if I can figure this one out.